happy birthday to my beautiful Pisces friends and family. My name is Lyle, and this is my space here on YouTube, and this is your March 2020 Intuitive Energy Forecast. You can also connect with me on social media at Instagram and Facebook, Wisdom of the Heart. So first and foremost, happy season of rebirth, Pisces. I love Pisces season because here in my part of the world, it is that time of rebirth. Like we're moving into spring, we're moving out of what generally is a long, cold, and dark winter. And we're moving into this season of rebirth with the equinox. And the equinox is on the 20th of March. As well, we have Mercury still retrograde until the 10th of March. And we have a beautiful Virgo full moon in your opposite sign of Virgo on the 9th and 10th of March. So this is a really powerful time, and for you Pisces, I trust you're feeling some level of excitement with your birthday coming up or have just passed by the time you connect with this. And I really feel like this month for you is really about having some fun, like taking it easy a little bit, celebrating life, celebrating yourself and all of your hard work, because Pisces can be much like Virgo, very much hard workers, they overachievers. I'm hearing like just work themselves to the bone, really. And then you have the other side of Pisces that's very like in the head, very much in a fantasy world, living in the imagination. My ear is ringing off the rails right now, and it's my right ear that's going crazy. And what I'm feeling is this is really, your soul is speaking to you at this time and really encouraging you to come forth creatively and shine. Because I do feel the fact that I keep being guided to bring up the mention of Virgo, I feel like for some of you receiving this message, it's like all work and no play makes for a dull day. And so I feel like some of you are very overextended and not great management of your time. And not that you're not great at time managing, you are not giving yourself enough of your time. With all of your other responsibilities and commitments, now is the time where you're being called to, take some breaths here. Your birthday's coming up, another year. You are entering into another year, a whole new decade, your first birthday of this new decade. How do you envision this decade? How do you see your life going forward? Are you feeling like life is just all work and no play? Are you lacking luster? Are you lacking, what do I want to say, that spark, that energy that allows you to play in your imagination, allows you to create from your imagination and not getting, bogged down by fantasy and imagination, really allowing your imagination to guide your beautiful, beautiful heart. You are that 12th sign of the zodiac. And it always speaks to me of this, if we work through the zodiac and we work to bring everything into balance, Pisces can be and is the ultimate vision, the ultimate dream. So I really feel like it's about, are you living your dreams? Not are you living in your fantasies? Are you living your dreams? Are you allowing space for yourself? Or are you feeling a little overextended at this time? Overextended and, quite overwhelmed. So let's just tune in. So self-care and fun. I feel like fun and celebration, but quite possibly because it is your birthday season, fun and celebration is, you deserve some downtime, Pisces. So let's just tune in. We're working again with the energy of the Magdalene sisterhood. And you've got liberation. Liberation comes from freedom of expression. Liberation comes from freeing yourself from these commitments that feel heavy and, dull. So I feel like March is, there is this turning of the page. You are entering a new cycle. You are entering, you're going to be moving up a year. And I really feel like at this time, and this year, it's 244 now, this is a new beginning. And it's like, how do you see? So if you're around my age, it's like you've lived the first half of your life. How are you going to live the next half? Are you going to do much of the same, or are you looking for a completely different experience? Do you believe? Is your dream a completely different dream than the life you're living? Because this liberation is about allowing your dreams to be born through you, to actually living the dream through your intuition, your psychic abilities, your gifts, the gifts that you came here to share with the human collective, to share with the planet, in support of the evolutionary path of your eternal soul. For some of you, it's really this is what's coming through is like, get out of your head and into the heart of the matter. You matter. You matter. You are matter. You matter. Your dreams are valid and your dreams are beautiful. Your creations, your imagination is beautiful. Your heart is beautiful. The work you do is really beautiful, and the energy you put into all the various roles that you play in your life is so beautiful. And now I feel like it's really about, are your actions towards yourself, are your words, are your boundaries towards yourself, are they beautiful and supportive to you, or are they accommodating to, the flutter of others? Dr. Seuss is in the house, back to rhyming these days. I also feel like through some meditation and some time in reflection, and particularly, till the middle of March, just as we can move through the final days of Mercury retrograde and the Virgo full moon, that card wants to come out. I really feel like this is about, taking it easy a little bit, playing, having some fun, celebrating, and reflecting on the past year, reflecting on the past decade, and looking forward with this, new vision, this expanded vision of what you are really wanting to create. And then, through action, through dedication, taking the time taking the action to create what it is you would like to see in your experience. This is beautiful. You've got the Omega Dragon here, and it says the harnesses the divine feminine power of creation. I mean, it's from the purity of your heart that you are called to create, and your heart is the cosmic heart of all. Your heart is connected to all creations, and it's through your heart, it's through your physical experience and your body this lifetime that you came to harness your power. And in order to harness your power, you have to be willing to dive into the pain, like to dive into the discomfort of the experience, and so that you can free yourself from it, so that the liberation comes from the depth of your experience. Because going forward, holding on to density, going forward, holding on to the idea or notion that dreams can't come true, fantasy's not good for you, imagination, oh, that's just child's play. Exactly. Exactly, it's child's play. And this is what we are called to remember. This is what you are called to remember. This is the second time today I've received a dragon that reminded me of a swan. And the first time was for Capricorn. And I'm feeling that energy here again. It is your eternal soul that is calling you to liberate yourself from within, calling you to give yourself freedom and permission to come out and play, to bring excitement, to bring that vibration of joy into every day, to shift. It's because it's through your experience, through your actions, through your connections that you shift. And I feel like, it's the purity of your heart that truly wants to be your guide. This is very whimsical, this card, very intuitive, very psychic. Pisces are very, very psychic, and yet how many of them actually honor the psychic call, the intuitive knowing. And this is where Pisces can get tripped up in that energy of addiction, right? Not wanting to see, not wanting to feel all that is there to, all that is there to be dealt with, all that is there that we need to deal with in order to heal. So it feels like a very expansive month for an opportunity for a lot of expansion if you don't work yourself to the bone. If you're not, worried, you're not doing enough, you're not moving fast enough, you're not, fluid enough. Get more fluid, get more flowy, let go-y and have some fun. The message on this card says, intention, hold your vision, and birth the higher consciousness. So again, allow your intuition to guide. Allow your higher self to guide. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. There's this feeling that there's like little parts of you that you feel have died, like parts of your dream that have died. And then we get this inner child. I mean, perfect. I'm talking about playfulness and creativity, letting yourself come out and celebrate, have a good time. Look at the joy that just radiates off of this child, this beautiful, beautiful child, barefoot, jumping in the air, landing back on Mother Earth. This is gorgeous. And the butterflies, transformation, your liberation comes through your ability to move beyond rigidity. And number 18 is a 9 energy. 9 is about completing, wrapping things up, leaping into this new beginning, this new month, this new decade with a zest for life that you felt had died or had been, I don't even know if you felt that it had died. It had just been burdened down so much by responsibility that you forgot it was there. And this is a month to really reconnect with that energy of the purity of the inner child within and address any wounds that inner child is holding on to, is carrying, so that you can release them, so that you can fly free, so that the liberation truly is eternal freedom. The card on this is the words on this card are playfulness, lightheartedness, innocence, and wonder. Returning to life and seeing life through the eyes of a child, that childlike sense of wonder. It's not foolish. I mean, we've got it so wrong in this experience, right? Like, kids got to grow up quick and, whatever. It's like, grow up and take life serious. Smarten up. Well, kids are probably smarter than, all of us or most of us, because especially when they're in that place of purity, in that place of carefree, really feeling and knowing that they are connected to all things and more than we can see. The next card, this card is love and support from your ancestors, from your genetic lineage, and it's sacred site, and it says purpose. Your body is your sacred site, and this feels like you're being asked to honor your physical body, as well as creating sacred space in your home. Just carving out, creating a little corner, a little space that you can go, your timeout zone. Everybody deserves a timeout zone. And that's what I feel like this card, what your ancestors in spirit, your loved ones are asking for you to acknowledge, that you are sacred ground, you are holy ground, and to honor yourself as such. And perhaps an early morning ceremony, an early morning ritual, or an end of the day ritual after the sun has set is in order, or perhaps bookending your days with some sacred practices, some space where you nurture your spiritual essence. Sounds exciting, Pisces. Yours is the most exciting I've recorded today. These are going up on February 29th. Leap year. Of course, I had to put them out on February 29th. So, nice deep breathing, and we're going to just connect in with the animal spirit that wants to support you this month. And how perfect is this for Pisces, the sea serpent? It's, and this is, I believe the last time this came up, and I'm not sure who it came up for, but I did bring up the symbolism. I really connected with the energy of Pisces here. Pisces are so deep and emotional and beautiful. And it's a really beautiful, like very sensitive, and it's a very beautiful energy when in balance. Yet when it's out of balance either way, too much in the fantasy land, too much in the density of the emotion and sitting in the addiction, an addiction manifests in many, many forms. The energy is one, the manifestations are many. This really speaks about the Pisces coming home to themselves. And this feels like that purpose, that sacred space, that sacred site this month is you, coming home to you, taking time to rest, taking time to read a book, put your feet up, taking time to go out and dance and blow off some steam, taking time for, this playful energy, this purity and innocence back when, life wasn't full of responsibilities, when life wasn't so heavy. It was just this beautiful, I'm seeing like sitting on a raft, just bopping around with a nice, calm sea. And this is speaking about, this is how you, you feel best when you nurture yourselves and when you allow yourselves the freedom to feel beyond the responsibility. Anything heavy you're carrying, you don't have to carry anymore. So let's see what the guidebook says, because I am sharing guidebook messages for these cards. And I believe that the sea serpent comes from the realms of spirit. Let's see. Yes. So the sea serpent's message is healing emotional wounds, expressing desires. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent, hi honey, I'm just about done. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our life, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the water of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves you just the same, like a mother, that Virgo energy, your polar opposite. She wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us, and we learn to express our true natures. So the sea serpent governs the sacral chakra, the second chakra. And it says here, the subtle energy of the sea serpent occupies the area of the Svadhisthana chakra, located deep within the pelvic bowl. This chakra is known as the center of our creativity and desire, and is associated with the water element. So perfect for you, Pisces. The second chakra, Svadhisthana, translates as in her own abode, indicating this chakra is the home of the Divine Mother or Kundalini herself. So Pisces, this birthday season for you, I encourage you to come out and play. Allow yourself to rest and rejuvenate a little bit. Have some fun and, just be good to yourself. Create some space in your life every day to honor and nurture the sensitive child of light that you are. So I trust these messages resonate with and support you. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell. I'm really, really looking forward to getting to 1,000 subscribers, and your help greatly supports me. I will be doing a giveaway at that time, and until that time, Pisces, have a very happy rebirth month, and I'll see you again in April. Take good care.